Okay, so the leader and its roles. A leader sets the company or organization a specific vision, motivates employees, guides workers through the cycle of work, and create morale. So that is one of the obligations of being a leader. Okay? Hindi lang siya face ng company, hindi lang siya face ng isang organization, but also siya ang nag-set or siya ang nag-set as example sa vision, and he also motivates the employees or his subordinates or members. Siya ang nag-set sa vision. What is your vision? Ano yung goal ninyo in the future? Ano yung gusto ninyong ma-achieve? Bakit ninyo ginagawa ito? Diba? So, bakit nabuo ang inyong organization? Bakit nabuo itong company ninyo or unit ninyo? What is your vision? What is your goal? What is this something that you want to achieve as a whole? Yun yung specific vision. Guides workers. Diba? Parang guidance counselor na rin yung leader. Diba? Aside from motivating the employees, the subordinates also, they guide the workers. They monitor the performance of each workers or each employee. So to make sure na tama pa rin ang ginagawa nila. Diba? That no one is lacking. Diba? Walang papetiks-petiks. Lahat ginagawa yung trabaho nila. Kasi binabayaran sila to do their job. Diba? They are expecting or they are expected to do their job. And aside from that, aside from doing their job, they're also expected that their job will be quality. May quality yung resulta ng trabaho nila. And create morals. Diba? Siya yung tagapatupad kung ano yung mga values and morals na ina-uphold ninyo sa inyong company or organization. Aside from that, siya din yung nagbibigay ng high morals inyo in terms of giving you recognition because of your performance. Kapag nadi-discourage na kayo sa inyong mga trabaho dahil maybe sa mga struggles and trials na or problems na hinaharap ninyo, siya din yung nag-a-uplift ng spirits ninyo. Okay? Good leaders grow through a cycle of self-study, education, training, and experience that never ends. But life is an unending process. Life is an unending education. Diba? Ang kaibahan kasi ng teacher at ng life is si teacher nagbibigay muna ng lesson before niya tinitest yung students niya. But si life, nagbibigay muna ng test before niya bibigyan ng lesson yung students niya. Diba? Sino yung students ni life? Tayong mga tao. And hindi na rin exempted si leader dito. Right? Even if doctor na si leader, even if magna cum laude si leader, even if chief PNP na si leader, it is an unending study, education, and training in order for him to become better. Diba? Because if you think that you are the best, kung nasa peak ka na, what more yung hinahangad nyo? Ano pa bang hinahangad nyo? So wala na. So wala na kayong mas ikaka-better pa. So it is best that you think yourself that I can be much better. There is always room for betterment. There is always room for growth. Diba? So kahit na anong galing ninyo, anong husay nyo, always think that you are still on progress, still a work in progress kind of leader. Kasi kapag iniisip nyo nasa peak na kayo, then there's no other way kung ano pang gagawin niyo sa buhay niyo kundi going down. Kasi nasa peak na kayo eh. Wala na kayong ibang direction na papupuntahan. Wala nang progress. Meaning, nasa dulo na kayo ng journey ninyo as a leader. Kumbaga sa presidency pa, nasa end na kayo ng term nyo. So there's no other way but to go down, to step down, pagiging leader. And do you want to be like that? Gusto niyo bang maging ganon? Diba? As much as possible, itanim niyo sa isip niyo that being a leader is not just limited sa four corners ng school. It is just not limited sa four corners ng company niyo or ng organization niyo. Pwede ka mag-lead as an example. Pwede ka maging role model ng kabataan, ng kahit sino. Right? So, are you a boss or a leader? Isip-isip ka. Diba? So, although your role as a manager or supervisor gives you the authority to accomplish certain tasks and objectives within the organization, this power does not make you a leader. It simply makes you a boss. Leadership differs in that it makes the followers want to achieve high goals, rather than simply ordering people around. Thus, by your position, you get assigned leadership and you display emergent leadership by influencing people to do great things. So what is the difference of being a boss and a leader? The boss is to boss around, to give orders. The leader is to lead, right? The boss, ang trabaho ni boss is to monitor your performance on your duty. That you must do this, you must do that. No, what you are doing right now is wrong. So I am going to correct you because what you do is wrong. So do this. Instead of doing that, do this. That is being a boss. Monitoring the performance of your workers, your subordinates, or your members. Just like, for example, you give reprimands to your employees na palaging late or palaging absent without valid reason, without medical certificate. That is being a boss. A leader is you lead your employees. You lead your employees into success. Right? Now if you want your unit, your team, your organization to be recognized, then lead your people, lead your subordinates or your members. That, yes, you do this and you are doing great. Pero may ikakabuti pa to. May ikakagaling ka pa. No, ikagagaling ka pa. Diba? Parang ganyan. So you help your members to become better. So as you grow, as you become a great leader, yung members mo rin nag-grow kasabay sa'yo. No? Sabay mo grow. Diba? Hindi pwede na boss ka lang. Hindi pwedeng leader ka lang. Diba? Ang leader naman kasi is not necessarily nga ikaw yung boss. Pwede naman kasi yung leadership nakikita sa mga members, nakikita sa mga employees. But being a leader is, ang pagiging leader is katangian yan, na nakikita sa kahit kanino, regardless of their rank, their position, and their educational attainment. The boss is, yun yung rank mo and yung position mo. What is your responsibility based on your position, based on your rank? So what is the difference of rank and position pala? So for example, sa PNP organization, when your rank is patrolman, that is your rank. PO1, patrolman. What is your position? What is your position sa unit niyo? What is your position sa station kung saan ka na-assign? Your position is investigator. Or kung desk officer ka, your position is desk officer. Okay? So for example, sa isang company, if you are a manager, diba? Your rank is manager. Your position is to manage people, supervise the people, manage the workloads of your employees in order for them na dili sila ma-overwork. That is the difference of rank and position. So are we clear? Na-differentiate na natin kung ano yung boss and leader and rank and position. So let's go to total leadership. So people want feedback from those leaders they respect and who have a good sense of direction. They must be ethical in order to gain respect. This provides a sense of direction by conveying a clear vision of the future. When people decide to value you as a leader, they don't think of your qualities, but rather watch what you're doing so they can assess who you really are. They use this insight to say if you are an upright and trustworthy leader and or a self-serving individual who exploits power to look good and get promoted. Self-serving leaders are not as effective because their employees only obey them and not follow them. They succeed in many areas because they present a good image to their superiors, but at the expense of their workers. Honorable character and selfless service to your organization is good leadership. In the eyes of your people, the leadership is all you do that affects the aims and well-being of the organization. So, anong ibig sabihin mo? Yung total leadership daw. Iba yung self-serving leader at iba din daw yung pagiging good leader. Right? So, when you say good leader, kapag nakitaan ka or nilulook up ka ng mga members mo or ng mga tao as being a good leader, they are not watching or noticing or observing the things that you are saying. Instead, they are focusing on your actions. Kahit na anong ganda yung sabihin mo, they're always looking at your performance. Diba? Parang sa politics, kahit anong flowering words yung ibigay ng politician sa iyo, ang nilulook forward natin or ang inoobserbahan natin is ang performance niya as a public servant. If effective ba siya or hindi. Right? So, same lang din sa leadership. Kahit anong ganda pa yung sinasabi niya, kahit anong ganda pa ng mga binabato niya sa mga employees niya or subordinates niya, kapag nakitaan siya ng magandang katangian in terms of his or her performance of his duty, yun yung nakatatak sa isip ng mga tao. Right? So, nilulook up to siya, no? Nilulook up to siya ng mga tao, ng mga employees, or ng mga subordinates niya, not because of his rank or his position, but because of his actions, because of his performance. Hinahangaan siya ng mga tao because of his performance. Magaling siya sa trabaho niya, not because of his rank. Diba? So, yung mga self-serving leaders naman, they are only doing their job because they want to be promoted. They want to get the promotion because they want a raise, salary raise. So they are doing a very good job when it comes to their tasking, when it comes to their performance of their duty, pero nagkakaiba sila sa purpose nila. Diba? Ang self-serving leaders, they do this amazing job sa ilang trabaho because they want to get promoted. They want to be recognized. Yung mga good leaders naman, they doing amazing job when it comes to their tasking, to their mission, no, to their work, because they love to do it. Because they want to get a satisfactory result. Diba? Itong mga self-serving leaders naman kasi is wala talaga silang um, sympathy sa mga workers nila. Kahit na overwork na yung mga workers niya, kahit na overwork na yung at pagod na yung mga members niya, pinapatrabaho pa rin nila because they want to flatter their superiors. They want to be recognized. Na si ganito, mas madali niya natapos yung team nila, mas madali nilang natapos yung project. Without knowing that yung members niya is pagod na, hindi na masaya sa trabaho nila, overwork sila, underpaid pa. Diba? There's two phase of leadership. A good leader and a self-serving leader. So what are you? What kind of leader are you? Are you just being good as a leader because you want to get promoted? You want to be recognized para sikat ka? Or para mas dako imong sahod? Or you are doing perfectly sa imong job because you love your job? No, may sincerity ka sa trabaho mo. The most important keys to effective leadership. This is according to Lamb Maki 2004. So first is trust and confidence. You cannot lead people if you are not confident sa sarili mo na kaya mong mag-lead ng tao. Makikita yan based on your actions, based on your gestures, based on the words that you are saying, yung mga words na binibitawan mo. So in order for you to get the trust of your members, to get the confidence of your members, first, you have to gain your self-trust. You have to trust yourself. You have to build confidence within yourself para ang imong barog ba, para ang aura mo is matatawag na leader, no? Ka-leader, ika nga nila, ba? Because if you lack confidence, then kulang ka din sa self-esteem. No? Wala kang kumpiyansa sa sarili mo. That is why every time na mag-decide ka, every time you make decisions, you are unsure of it. Makikita yan ng mga members niyo. So kapag ganyan, mahihirapan yung mga members niyo na or yung mga subordinates na pagkatiwalaan ka. Because you yourself doubt the decisions you made. So first, trust yourself and build your self-confidence, your self-esteem. Second, effective communication. So sa effective communication, we have three points. Helping employees understand the overall business strategy of the organization. Helping workers understand how they help achieve the organizational goals, and sharing information with workers on how the organization is doing and how its own group of employees is doing. So, anong ibig sabihin nito? Tulungan daw yung mga employees na maintindihan nila kung ano yung overall business strategy ng organization. So paano nyo tutulungan? Paano nyo ipapaintindi sa employees ninyo na ito yung overall business strategy ng organization? First, before ninyo isalang sila sa trabaho, meron tayong tinatawag na orientation or seminar ng mga newly employed na mga employees. Dito, ini-explain sa kanila kung kailan tidayo or na-establish yung company, para saan, sino nag-lead, sino nag-initiate, diba? Para kanino, what kind of services ang nire-render ng company or ng organization. That way, your newly employed people or employees understand what is the overall business strategy of the organization or the company. Unsay tumong ani nga kumpanya, nganong na-establish ni siya, ug unsay gama niya ani sa society. Helping workers understand how they help achieve the organizational goals. During the orientation or the seminar, diba, inilalahad doon kung ano yung mga goals, mission goals ng organization. No, tinutulungan nila ito na ipaintindi sa mga workers kung paano sila makakatulong para ma-achieve nila yun. And sharing information with workers on how the organization is doing. So give information, educate your workers, especially the newly hired workers. Kung ano na bang standing at kumusta na ba yung organization na pinasok nila or pinapasok nila. Kumusta na ba yung company na pinapasok nila. Kaya nga sa mga sikat ngayon, for example, yung mga BPO companies, kapag meron silang mga job hiring, tapos meron silang mga na-hire na mga employees, di ba? Ini-introduce nila yung company nila. For example, welcome to this blah 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 company. We are ranked number 3 in the overall blah blah blah, diba? And so far, diba? And so far in 5 years since they established yung company nito, we have 2,000 employees na. For example, ganyan, diba? So sharing information to with the workers. Kung kumusta na yung organization and how its own group of employees is doing. For example, itong group ni Pedro, palagi itong outstanding. So therefore, palagi silang nakakatanggap ng mga rewards and incentives. So they get to enjoy free travels, free vacation trips. No? Parang ganyan. So let's go to leadership principles. So we have 11 ba? Yes, 11 leadership principles. So first, know yourself and seek self-improvement. Just like what I said earlier. Know yourself. Know your capabilities, your skills, your talents, your knowledge, and also your limitations. Now, if you know yourself, then know your weakness. Diba? You know your limitations. Now, use this limitation to improve yourself. Ay, kulang ako sa ganito. Ay, hindi ako masyado marunong o magaling when it comes to computer. Mag-enroll kaya ako ng computer course. No? Self-improvement. Because if you think that you are already the best, so wala ka nang ikakabuga. Kung ano lang yung kaya mong gawin ngayon, yun na yun. So what if my other leader pa or my other employee pa na mas magaling sa'yo? So, wala ka na lang gagawin. So, as is ka na lang dyan sa position mo and sa rank mo until na mag-retire ka. Of course, even us, we unconsciously seek improvement. That is why nag-enroll tayo sa eskwela because we want to improve ourselves. Diba? Gusto nating lawakan yung knowledge natin. Second, Be technically and tactically proficient. So we can't give that which we don't have. So anong ibig sabihin nun? Hindi natin maibibigay yung anong wala sa atin. So for example, wala tayong pag-unawa sa sarili natin. Then how we can give that pag-unawa sa mga members natin or subordinates natin? Right? We can't make the things we don't know right. Respect is the leader's reward showing competence. So if you know kung paano atakihin tong task na to, paano gawin tong task na to, then you are a proficient. You are proficient. Diba? Thus, leaders must know their job and have a solid familiarity with their subordinates' tasks. Because each one of your members have different tasking. Depends on their skills. Diba? Kung meron kang member dyan na IT, so siya yung sa computer. Kung meron kang member dyan na magaling naman sa numbers, so sige, siya sa budgeting, siya sa auditing. Right? So know the capabilities of your members in order for you to know what are the right tasks na ibibigay sa kanila. Because in that way, mas magiging proficient and effective yung team ninyo or yung company ninyo. Seek responsibility and take responsibility for your actions. Seek responsibility and take responsibility for your actions. So whatever your command sa mga members mo, expect that whatever result of that command is responsibility mo yun. Okay? Liability mo yun. Whether it is a positive result or a negative result, ikaw ang manubag-anak. Okay? All your members do is follow your command, follow your instruction. So make sound and timely decisions. To use good problem solving, decision making, and planning tools. Estimate a situation quickly and make a sound decision based on that estimate. Hesitation or reluctance to take a decision leads subordinates to lose confidence in their leadership skills. Okay? So before you make decisions, assess first the situation. Assess first the problem. What is the root causes of problem? Saan nanggagaling yung problema? Ano yung ugat ng problema? Sino ang problema? At paano ito i-resolba? Now, if you have assessed all of these questions, then makakame up ka ng tamang decision. Now, if you hesitate or kung makita ka man lang ng mga members or subordinates na may reluctance, meaning nagduha-duha pa sa inyong desisyon, mawad-an sila og kumpiyansa sa inuha. Nga wala ni kabaloon si buhaton ani. Nga kuan na ta ani. Mayabo na atong grupo ani kay wala kabalo atong leader unsaon niya pag lihok unsay decision, unsay maayong decision. Set the example. We must become the change we want to see. That is according to Mahatma Gandhi. So what is the meaning of that? If you want change, kung gusto mo ng pagbabago, no, parang politics lang ba? Kung gusto mo ng pagbabago, start with yourself. No? If you want a better change, then change for the better. No? Parang slogan ng politics di ba? So kung gusto nyo na, for example, sa organization, gusto kong magbago ng organisasyon, magbago na tong company natin. Ayoko na tong mga papetiks-petiks sa trabaho. Then start with yourself. Huwag kang papetiks-petiks. Gawin mo yung anong trabaho mo. Kung ano yung mga trabaho for today, make sure that you get it done within the day. Diba? Tapos kung makita yan ng members or ng employees or ng subordinates mo, then susundin ka nila. Susunod sila. Again, you are the shepherd. Sila ang sheep. Diba? Be a good role model for their employees. They must not only hear what they are expected to do, but also see. Na wag mo lang sabihin na ganito yung gawin mo, ganito yung gawin mo. Kung hindi nila alam or if they are unsure kung ano yung gagawin nila or paano nila gawin yung command niyo or yung instruction niyo, gawin mo una. You do it first. Because you are the example. Diba? Oh, you are unsure of what you're going to do. So, ganito yung gawin mo. First, you do this. Diba? Diba? Observe my actions and follow the instruction. So, ganyan. Know your people and look out for their welfare. Okay? Know human nature and the importance of caring genuinely for its subordinates. It is one of the concepts which is most important. They put the interest of your subordinates before theirs. No, be selfless, that's selfish. Kapag nakita nyo o nakita mo na ikapoy na inyong mga members, give them rest. Ikapoy mangani ka, sila pakaha. If nakita ninyo nga medyo ginatamad na sila because boring ang yung trabaho, give them break. Tamadon mangani ka nga ikaw leader. Diba? Give them incentives, rewards, or recognition in order for them na ma-boost pa ang ilahang confidence, in order for them na mas ganahan pa sila mo trabaho, tarungon pa nila ilang trabaho. Now, if you have tasking or missions or may trabaho kayo, may tinatrabaho kayong project, tapos isa sa mga members niyo is may problema, personal problem man yan, financial or whatsoever, make sure na ma-address niyo yan. No? Tulungan ninyo. Kung hindi niyo man lang siya matulungan financially, at least give him the understanding that he needs coming from you as the leader or as a boss, as their boss. Diba? Because dako na kayo na siya nga butang para sila, nga nasabtan ninyo sila. So, because of that gesture, mas mulalong pa ang ilahang understanding and respeto nila sa inyo. Mas inulook up pa kanila. Right? So, let's continue with the discussion next meeting. Now, let's continue the number 7 next meeting because we don't have time anymore to continue with our discussion. So, thank you for listening. If you have no questions, I'm going to give you the remaining time for you to prepare for your next subject. Okay? Now, if you have any questions naman, you can always ask me dun sa GC nato, sa Messenger.